The Appalachian Mountains hold more than just scenic trails, they hold secrets. Tucked away in the mist are towns untouched by time, caves with ancient carvings, and landscapes that feel like they're whispering stories to the wind. Today, we'll uncover the hidden beauty and quiet mystery of Appalachia, the places no one talks about, but everyone should see. Before we hike into the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because some wonders were meant to be discovered slowly. Lost Cove, the forgotten moonshine ghost town. What if you stumbled into a town where time simply stopped? Deep in Pisgah National Forest, nestled between the North Carolina and Tennessee border, lies a town called Lost Cove, and no, that's not just a poetic name. This place is literally lost to time. In the early 1900s, this town was buzzing with life, families, farmers, and yes, moonshiners. The location was so remote, even the government wasn't sure which state it belonged to, making it a perfect haven for illegal whiskey trade. But then, it was abandoned, and nature slowly crept back in. Now only cracked gravestones, vine-covered homes, and echoes remain. When you walk through this ghost town, you don't feel alone, but you do feel watched. Not in fear, but in reverence. As if the spirits of the old Appalachians are whispering, "Remember us." The Lost Sea, a silent ocean beneath Tennessee. What if the largest lake you've ever seen was under your feet? In Sweetwater, Tennessee, hidden beneath a quiet hill, is the Lost Sea, the largest underground lake in America. It's not easy to find. You go down a tunnel, then a cave, then another. And then suddenly you're floating in pure silence on black water so still it feels like time stopped moving. The boats make no sound. The walls shimmer with rare crystals. And somewhere in that cave, scientists found fossilized jaguar teeth, proof that long before humans, this land was wild in ways we can't imagine. But there's one more secret. The cave was once used to make gunpowder during the Civil War. The darkness here hides history, geology, and mystery all at once. Flynn Creek Crater, where a meteor changed Appalachia forever. What if one of Appalachia's most unusual valleys was carved by the stars? In Tennessee's backcountry, you'll find the Flynn Creek Crater, a nearly perfect circular depression surrounded by rolling hills. It's not natural erosion. It's not from glaciers. It's from a celestial impact, a meteor that struck millions of years ago. You won't see signs or gift shops. No one will tell you about it. But when you walk the land, you feel it, like Earth holding its breath. Everything looks slightly off. The slopes are wrong. The trees lean just so. It's as if you're walking in memory of the day the stars fell. The silence here is different, like the world is still stunned. Grass grows, but it doesn't hide the ancient wound. Even the wind seems cautious, curling around the crater's rim. You don't just visit Flynn Creek. You enter a forgotten moment in Earth's story. And once you leave, something in you stays curved, like the land itself. Daicey Pond Library, where mountains meet words. What if you're reading Nook? Overlook the final mountain of a 2,000-mile hike. Near Baxter State Park in Maine, at the quiet edge of a reflective pond, sits a tiny log cabin library called Daicey Pond Library. Inside, there are dog-eared books, handwritten notes, and a sense of peace that wraps around you like a wool blanket. This isn't a public library. It's a sanctuary for Appalachian Trail through hikers, many of whom are just days from finishing their epic journey. One hiker wrote, "I came here to rest my legs. I stay to rest my soul." That's what Daicey Pond does. It reminds you that sometimes silence is the most powerful story. A rock overlook, the view only the brave find. What if the greatest view in Virginia wasn't even marked on the trail? Most hikers in Virginia aim for McAfee Knob, the most photographed spot on the Appalachian Trail. But just north of it, hidden on Tinker Ridge, is the Hay Rock Overlook, a quiet, unmarked spot that gives you the same view, with none of the crowd. You climb through trees, scramble over loose rock. Then suddenly you're standing on stone, hundreds of feet above Carvin's Cove Reservoir. The wind howls, the silence sings, and you feel like you've earned this beauty, not just witnessed it. Few make the trek here, but those who do, they never forget it. Quietart Falls, a whispering waterfall in Ohio. What if magic didn't roar, but whispered softly from mossy rocks? Hidden within an Appalachian stretch of southern Ohio, there lies a gentle fall called Quietart Falls, a name so poetic it almost sounds made up, but it's real. You reach it by hiking through pine groves, across hand-built log bridges, and down slippery slopes. There's no sign, no fence, no crowd. Just water falling softly on an ancient rock, the sound mixing with birdsong and the faint rustle of wind through leaves. Locals protect it fiercely, not because it's grand, but because it's intimate. It feels like the earth telling you a secret, just once. Even your footsteps feel too loud here. Sunlight filters through branches like it's blessing the water. Sit long enough and you'll hear stories in the flow, tales only the forest remembers. Some visitors leave trinkets, feathers, smooth stones as offerings. And when you leave, part of you whispers back, "Thank you." Ryan's Pool, swimming on the edge of the world, what if the best swimming spot required a rope and a heartbeat of courage? Above a remote waterfall in the mountains near the Appalachian Trail, there's a place called Ryan's Pool. To get there, you climb a cliff, grip a rope, and then step carefully into the coldest, clearest water you've ever seen. The pool forms right before the water cascades off a cliff edge. It's dangerous. It's stunning. It's unforgettable. It's also unmapped. You won't find it in guides. But locals will smile and say, "If you know, you know." The air up there feels different, thinner, charged, electric. Every splash echoes like it's falling into forever. Butterflies hover nearby as if guarding the pool's entrance. It's the kind of place where silence feels sacred. And when you swim, it feels like flying, brief, wild, and completely alive. Wallace Center, the only building the AT passes through. What if a single building knew the names of thousands of hikers? Near the summit of Blood Mountain in Georgia stands the Wallace Center, a stone structure from the 1930s that has seen it all. It's the only place on the Appalachian Trail where hikers literally walk through a building. Inside, you'll find gear, maps, stories, and souls. People cry here. They bandage blisters. They make decisions about their journey. They find strangers who feel like family. In a world that's always rushing forward, this building stands still, a place of rest, of resolve, of reverence. Hurtline Hole, Pennsylvania's hidden summer secret. What if your favorite summer memory was only known to 12 people a year? Just outside the Hurtline campsite in Pennsylvania, there's a natural swimming hole. No fences, no lifeguards, no warning signs. Just a perfect patch of creek with a rope swing, a gravel bottom, and the kind of silence only nature gives. Some bring folding chairs, some bring guitars. Most bring nothing but a towel and a sense of childlike wonder. It's the kind of place you don't share online, because it's better kept secret. The real secret, Appalachia itself. What if the biggest wonder was the land as a whole? Because here's the truth, the Appalachians aren't just a mountain range, they're a memory machine, a natural cathedral. A place where stories, spirits, and silence all hold hands. You'll find culture in the hollows, music in the wind, and hope in the hidden places. Why these places still matter today? These hidden wonders remind us that you don't need fame to matter, that the most life-changing places aren't always loud, they're often quiet. They matter because they teach us patience, they give us humility, they invite us to listen. And in a noisy world, listening is revolutionary. What will you find? So now the question is, what hidden corner is waiting for you? It might not be on a travel blog. It might not have a name, but it might just change your life. So pack light, walk slowly, and remember, the Appalachian Mountains don't just offer views, they offer truth. Before you go, if this journey moved you, please like, comment, and subscribe so we can keep uncovering more untold stories together.